everybody. Welcome back to the Five. Now, you've probably seen this. This is my swear jar, and every time I swear, I got to put money in it. Well, if I lived in Middleborough, Massachusetts, which is about 40 miles south of Boston, where tonight the citizens are having a vote on whether if you swear in public, they can fine you $20. Now, first of all, this is America, and the woman who made the complaint to start with was on the beautification program in downtown Middleborough, where she was putting flowers and potted plants up, and she heard a couple of guys walk by and say the word that I used on television a few weeks ago, and she said, that's disgusting. They can't say that. Well, lady, this is the United States of America. They can say whatever they want. But anyway, they're going to have this. The police chief said he's going to try to do it to keep guys from harassing women, which I guess is a good point. And I think it's just the most obscene idea. It's freedom of speech. And if they want to swear, let them swear.
Well, at the risk of providing more context, the people that were outside of her place, of her little home, were yelling the F word back and forth at one another, and they wouldn't stop. And I'm not for necessarily law, but there is a problem of bad behavior.
I like this idea. You know what? Let the town decide if they like it. Go for it. I agree with this. I don't want to be walking down the street with my 12-year-old and have people, yelling profane language around. They're fine with it. You don't like
profane language when you walk down the street?
No, he doesn't.
But that's a matter of being courteous.
But listen, first of all, this town already has an anti-swearing law. They passed in 1968. Greg, what's your view about this?
I'm with Eric. I don't like walking down the street with my 16-year-old and people are swearing. No, but you know what? There's something about being in a public place and there are people swearing, and you have that urge to go, like, have some class. It's just, there's no class when you swear in public, and it does rub off on kids. And I just think, you know what? You mentioned it before about, the idea of the broken window.
Yeah.
It leads to other behaviors.
Right.
And I just find it, there's no, I don't want to be around people who swear.
Don't you think this is an intrusion on your freedom of speech?
No law.
But that's what I'm saying. We have to make a distinction. It is legally protected, but unless it's something, offensive where you're causing a public threat or safety, danger, that type of thing. But otherwise, yeah, you're actually allowed to do it. So I don't see if someone wants to challenge the fine, the $20, or some people in town want to make it $100 in Petticoat Junction, they're not going to win this case.
I have an idea on this.
What?
That I think that this behavior won't change. This is totally in context. I don't think that this behavior will change until it becomes an economic issue for people. And that is that you are not going to be hired, promoted, or married, or have a good family life if you have bad behavior all throughout your life and you have no manners. And when I flew last week, the guys are so unchivalrous. It is terrible.
But we are rewarding actual kind of crude behavior in pop culture. Comedians are described as edgy if they swear. You've got musicians, if they swear, that scene is cool. So
or they do it at the Super Bowl during their song.
I've done all those things, and I've done it right.
But you're not risking anything by swearing. It's seen as risky behavior, but in today's environment, it's not a risk.
Well, why did she walk down and talk to the parents of these kids? It's a small town. She could get to the parents and say...
I'm still trying to figure out, are we for or against an actual law in place where if you swear in a public setting and a police officer hears you, you're fined $20 or $100 or whatever it is.
But I just don't know it's going to be legal. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a nice idea, and I believe in courtesy and being civil and all of that and having good manners. So
you know how they could get the Democrats behind this? If they said that the proceeds were going to be to tobacco-related programs.
Oh, there you go.
They would definitely get a lot of support.
Listen, I think I have reasonably good manners, but I swear all the time. I try not to do it in front of little old ladies unless they're crazy. Then I call them and crazy. But outside of that, I think you're right. There's not manners and chivalry are not what they used to be, certainly not when I was growing up. But you can't make that happen on a $20 fine.
Could you possibly contradict yourself more in one sentence? Is that possible?
Did you think I contradicted myself?
I would say so.
So much so you should make a donation.
But you'll call old ladies, blanking old ladies.
Put it in the jar.
Listen, first of all, I can't stand crazy old ladies. Number one, they scare me. And so the only way if I can get them away, if I have to swear at them, I will. Anyway, one more thing is up next.
You scare me every day.
I thought you were going to say, like, one more.